Hi, Frey here. When we talk about frontier attacks, it's easy to think of them as sudden and random, but often there's a deeper story behind them. Not far from Bloody Springs, where my last video took place just across the way, the Degler family lived here on the frontier. And by all accounts, they had a very good relationship with the local Lenape. In the mid-1700s, this area where I'm standing right along, this was the edge of the frontier during the French and Indian War. We can look around today and we can see farmhouses. Maybe you can't see them through the woods, but there's a lot of homes. It's developing, people nearby, but that's not what it was like back then. Back then, a lot of the families were isolated, and there was always the risk of an attack. And as tensions grew during the French and Indian War, everything began to change. After a series of attacks in this area, including the Hochstetler massacre just a few miles from here, the Deglers made a decision to leave their home and to go to Fort Northkill for protection. That decision mattered. Because to the Lenape, who they had once been on good terms with, that move looked to them as if the Deglers were now siding with the British. And not long after that, their home was attacked. It was ransacked. And one item, a wooden chest, was damaged during that attack. That chest still exists today. As a matter of fact, the Degler home, it's the little stone home here. That is the home the Deglers lived in at the time their home was ransacked. The chest is actually deeded to stay with the home so that it continues to have its place in history here. But during the attack, okay, first off, about that chest. It was brought here by Frederick Degler when he emigrated from what is now Germany in 1738, and then he settled in this area. During the attack, that chest was broken. But as a testament to the relationship that existed before, the Lenape later returned and repaired it. And then they carved into it symbols showing peace. 2 fish representing the food that the Deglers had shared with them, a heart, and a pair of crossed canoe paddles, as I said, signifying peace. Frederick Degler later carved his initials and the year 1757, when the attack occurred, inside the heart. What makes this story powerful is how quickly things could change. Family with good relationships, making a decision for safety, suddenly find themselves on the wrong side of the conflict. A simple misunderstanding, and it could have cost their lives. And today, it's not just the stories that remain. In this case, it's physical reminders, like that chest, that still carry the marks of what happened here on the frontier in Berks during the 1700s.